Family desperate for answers tonight. New information in the police shooting that left Stephon Clark dead.
You took him away from his kid for nothing. And he didn't even do nothing to nobody.
I keep hearing about this free America, but I've yet to see it. Eyes glued to the glowing screens of cell phones and TVs while these lies are repeated. Petty crimes turning into 20-year bids. Never again to see your kids. What could our foremothers and fathers have did besides be slaves, be the engine of the infrastructure that built this nation, not get broken and be brave? How I must feel now to look down and see all these unnecessary graves. Criminals kill criminals, and criminals kill civilians. But we aren't supposed to be dying by the hands that's supposed to protect the land that we live in. Bringing up black on black crime is how racists try to blend in. If blacks kill 1 million blacks, that still doesn't give the police the right to kill 10 men. There'll be more Stephon Clarks because the systematic racism is built in. So let's pray for his children that they have been left without a father. Let's pray for justice and a change to that city charter. And let's pray for the family of the man that was alive until he was bothered, because change really comes through wisdom and believing. Change is usually accompanied by kicking and screaming. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then.
Tell them. Shame on you. That's it. Shame on you.
The family of 23-year-old Stephon Clark, joined tonight by Black Lives Matter protesters blocks away from the home where Clark was shot to death by Sacramento police officers. The house where it happened, still blocked off by police tape, is Clark's grandparents' home, where family says Stephon Clark was living.
An innocent black man going to his grandma and grandma's house where he lived? Now, how you going to explain that? How you going to justify that?
The Sacramento police spokesman said they were called to the location on a report that someone was breaking into cars. It was a sheriff's department helicopter that directed police on the ground to Clark. The deputy watching from above advised them he had broken a window to the home. Sacramento police officers say they tried to take Clark into custody, but he refused their verbal instructions.
We looked back at our officers and faced them and had something, an object in his hand, and pointed it at our officers. And at that time, our officers believed that it was a firearm, and out of fear for their own lives, they fired their service weapons.
Protesters tonight said Stephon Clark was holding a wrench. The two officers didn't move, according to the police department spokesman, for 5 minutes while they waited for backup. Fire department paramedics eventually responded too and pronounced Clark dead. His family disputes that he was confronting the officers at all, saying instead he was shot as he was moving away.
In the back. You know, how, so that means that he was running. So that means that he was probably saying, this is my grandmama's house. This is where I live. You don't leave me alone.
2 Sacramento police officers have been placed on paid administrative leave while the incident is being investigated, which is standard department protocol in cases of an officer-involved shooting.
Family members are identifying the man killed by police as 23-year-old Stephon Clark, a father of 2, gunned down Sunday night.
We do know that 20 rounds were fired. Each officer fired 10 rounds.
The shooting drawing the ire of many in the community after police revealed Clark was unarmed and in his grandmother's backyard when officers killed him.
Did it deserve 20 shots, right? I think there's going to be a lot of questions.
We need answers. The family needs answers. We need those officers to be fired because this was obviously a very huge injustice.
At the city council meeting, Sacramento Police Chief Daniel Hahn listened to those questions from both citizens and council members.
And the rumor floating around is that the individual was shot in the back. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, the coroner's report is not completed yet, and we don't have it, so I don't know where his injuries are.
The shooting happened here on Sacramento's 29th Street around 9:30 at night. The initial 911 call reported a suspect breaking into vehicles. Investigators did find 3 damaged cars. A sheriff's helicopter later spotted Clark with a toolbar and breaking a sliding glass door. In the aftermath, investigators found a shattered door along with a chunk of cinder block and a rain gutter next to it. Police are promising a thorough investigation.
There's a lot of facts that we need to find out, and we want to give out accurate information, and we want to find all the correct answers. So it's a long process.
Both of the officers involved were wearing body cameras, and the Sheriff's Department helicopter recorded both video and audio. Police plan to share that with the family either tomorrow or the day after that.
And we should all end up seeing this, right? Because don't they release the video after something like this happens?
Yes, we should. We should shortly. Within 30 days of the incident is the policy. However, police are trying to speed this one up. They hope the video will be public by the end of the week.
We'll certainly be following this along the way. Okay,
yes.
Thanks, Tom.
More developments have emerged in the investigation into the officer-involved shooting of Stephon Clark. It has been determined that Clark, who was killed Sunday night in the backyard of the home he lived in, was holding a cell phone in his hand when confronted by police. Not a weapon, as officers at the time suspected. Glad you're with us tonight at 5. I'm Mickey Lorenzo.
And I'm Ty Steele. Police do confirm Clark was not armed again. And Sacramento Police Chief Daniel Hahn says body cam video from the 2 officers who opened fire may be released as early as the next 24 hours.
Fox 40's Doug Johnson spoke with Clark's family and joins us now live in studio. Doug, Clark's grandparents were nearby when he was shot. They were just feet and they didn't even know it.
Yeah, that's right, Ty and Nikki. Clark's sister, grandma, grandfather, they were inside their home while he was in the backyard trying to get inside of that home. And while both tell us they heard the gunshots, and neither grandparent said they heard officers say a word to their grandson before they shot and killed him.
Granddaughter was laying right there on the couch.
Taquita Thompson shows us where she was Sunday night inside her home on 29th Street when police gunfire erupted in her backyard.
I went to the floor, and I mean, it was fast. It was a lot of them just go pow, 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 pow.
She grabbed her granddaughter and crawled into her husband's room.
He was saying, somebody was calling me through the window.
Her husband, Tommy Thompson, says he knew by the voice that it was his grandson, 23-year-old Stephon Clark, knocking on his window to be let inside. The disabled elderly couple uses their garage door opener to admit guests.
Like, bang, bang, Tom T. Then that's the last I heard.
After hearing the gunshots, they called 911. The police officers were already there. Some officers later entered the home to interview everyone inside.
They finally told me hours later that there was a victim dead in my backyard.
What both husband and wife did not know at the time was the man the police had shot and killed in their backyard was their own grandson. Officers insisted they don't look out their back window, but eventually Sequita did.
He was right there dead. And I told the officers, you guys are murderers. Murderers!
We can confirm that there was no firearm found.
Sacramento Police Chief Daniel Hahn says the 2 officers who opened fire did have body cameras on at the time. This department is working fast to release video of the confrontation to the public.
When we release the video, people will be able to see what the video shows, and then they can see with their own eyes what happened.
The department says the officers issued commands to Clark in the front of the house, but he ran off to the backyard. Later, the department says he came at the officers with a toolbar in his hand, which is when they felt in danger and opened fire. Both Tommy and Sequita Thompson say they never heard police say anything before pulling the trigger.
You could have said, halt. Y'all didn't say, halt. I heard the gunshots. They took him, and the 2 officers, they didn't know. God, don't forget, they're going to wait what they saw. You watch, they're going to wait what they saw.
And Clark's grandmother and friends held a demonstration today at the state capitol building. And we're told activists will be going to City Hall for tonight's city council meeting. Obviously, this is something I'm sure the city council will have to hear a lot about over the next couple of weeks and months as the investigation continues.
Yeah, of course. And Doug, we also understand there was a helicopter flying above during the whole incident. Is that video also going to be released?
Well, we understand that was a Sacramento Sheriff's Department helicopter flying above, but according to Chief Hahn, they are going to release that video as well. Because, again, it was a cooperative investigation, and city code says that they should release the video of any body camera, any helicopter, or also responding officers within the first 30 days after the incident. And, again, Chief Hahn says it's going to be coming within possibly the next 2 days.
Still a lot of unanswered questions, Doug. Thanks so much.
If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.